Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is another part of the C++ HackerRank series. The problem we'll be doing today is staircase. I remember a while back I did a technical interview for one of Spotify's fellowships, and they literally had this problem, except it was easier because you didn't have to think about the no, it was this problem. I think it was actually kind of the same because the pyramid had to be like this. It was a pyramid. This one's a staircase. But either way, you just need to be okay. You know what? In fact, I'll show you the problem. And also, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's Thanksgiving for me right now in the day of filming this. I don't know when you're gonna get this video, but why am I doing this on Thanksgiving? Because I forgot to do this every other day of the week. So we're getting into the video right now. So this is the staircase problem. A staircase example is size n equals 4, and then this is going to be the staircase you get. It'll have one hashtag, then 2 hashtags, then 3 hashtags, then 4 hashtags. And yeah, and then you're going to see the spaces here to complement that. Right? But yeah, its base and height are both equal to n, and it's drawn using hashtag symbols and spaces. The last line is not preceded by any spaces. Write a program that prints a staircase of size n. Okay? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but just to think about, like, maybe a thought process that I'll have going through this is like, okay, it's saying it just wants to print, so I'm assuming it doesn't want us to return anything, right? So that's one of the first things we can think of. Right, and then that's confirmed right here because we see void staircase int n, right? So it's void. It's a void method, which means it doesn't return anything. If you're still confused about what that is, please watch my video on types, and then also please watch the C++ series functions video that will be coming out within the next month. Yes, I say month because it's been really hard. I started working at this new job, which is another plus, but I'm really just trying to get my bearings there. Doing that and going to school, it's a lot. So I'm just like, just bear with me. But yeah, first thing we're going to want to do is loop. We're going to want to iterate n amount of times. So for int I is equal to 1, as long as I is less than equal to n, let's increment I, right? And in here, we can start doing stuff like we can set our number of spaces, right? So let's do int num of spaces, and we're gonna just set that to, well, in fact, let's set this to n minus I, right? If we set this to n minus I, then one of the things that we can do, right? If we think about it this way. First iteration, I is 1, right? And there are 4, in this example, there are 4, n is 4. First iteration, I is 1. We're going to want 1 hashtag, and we're going to want 3 spaces, right? We're going to want 1, 2, 3 spaces. Okay? So if we keep going like that, and then we keep going so on and so forth, then when I is 2, then number of spaces will be 2, and then by default, the number of hashtags will be 2, right? Let's have something that we can use to track our spaces and our hashtags, right? So let's do string spaces. String is gonna be, we're just going to set that to an empty string. We're going to do the same thing for our hashes string. Okay. And, right, the next thing that we're going to want to do, what I'm going to show you is insert. If you have like a string instance, right? string instance dot insert, right? What it takes is this is a built-in function. I will go into these in my functions part. I'm sorry that's not up yet. I really am, because it's a discredit to you and your learning journey. But first, the first parameter it'll take is the starting index, right? The second parameter it'll take is the number of characters to insert. And then the last thing that it takes is going to be the character you would like to insert. Okay, so that is just like an example, or this is just like a quick breakdown of how the insert method works on a string instance. Right, so spaces string, we're going to insert, right? See, it's already got it here. But we're going to insert our string instance, right? Right, we're starting at index 0, right? Because that's all we have in this string. If we look at it, it has nothing in there. So we're going to begin at index 0 to start inserting our string. The amount of spaces that we want is literally the amount of spaces that we're going to put in there. So we're going to put num of spaces, and then we can put a spaces character. But a cool trick you can do, if you saw my video on types in C++, which I'm going to link here, if you know the ASCII value for a specific character, you can speed up a little bit of the time there. Okay, so just so you know, a spaces ASCII character is 32, so we can put that here. And then the hashtag's ASCII value is a 35. So let us do that. Then we can do a hashes string dot insert, and it's gonna be that same thing starting with 0, right? And then it's gonna be I, because I is gonna be the number of hashtags that we want in that iteration. Iteration 1, we just want 1 hashtag. Iteration 2, we just want 2 hashtags. So I is perfect. We don't have to do any kind of crazy calculations for that. And then we can just put 35. Right? So this is the spaces string, and then this is the hashes string. And then all we need to do is print it. If you want to create another variable to hold the spaces and hashes string and kind of concatenate them together, you can do that. You can also just print them together. So cout spaces string, hashes string, and end line. Okay, let's see if this works. Gonna run the code. Perfect. All right, cool. It worked with 6, right? Because at iteration 1, I is 1, and number of spaces is gonna be 5, and it's gonna go on so on and so forth. You get to that final step. 6 minus 6 is 0. So we're not even gonna be creating any spaces here. This is just going to stay as an empty string, right? And then these two will be together as it's printing, and then we'll be good to go. I'm gonna submit this just to double confirm. Love to see it. And yeah, I will stop recording now. And where is the camera of me? But everyone, yes, that is it for the video. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope this helps you on your software engineering journeys. I will also, if you want to know what it's like, my first full-on software engineering job, let me know in the comments. I can make that video for you. I might just make that video anyway. What will come out first, I have no idea. I know I can make these fairly quickly, so that's why these are the things that are coming out. But still, it's still been hard to make them just because, like, work and school together is a lot of stuff. Full time, it's a lot together. But I'm getting my life, I'm managing, and I'm improving. And that's what we're all here to do together. So if you like this video, please give it a beautiful thumbs up. And also, comment down below what you want to see next. I'll try my best to do whatever that is. And subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the bell if you want to know when I post. And that is it for the video. Let's do it. A high five because we finished the challenge. And that's about it for the video. Thank you.